guys, Crochet and Connect here. I'm coming to you from my couch today because I just wanted to change the scenery. I hope it's not too dark. It's actually getting really gray because it's going to rain soon, so I wanted to get this done before it gets like really dark. So the first thing I have today, I'm just going to talk about my Afghan that I'm making. I mentioned a while ago that I was going to start making this Afghan for a friend of mine who's getting married soon. I have been slacking. I should have started this like a couple of months ago, but I slacked. And then I tried to get it started a couple of weeks ago, but I had a really slow start because first of all, the weather has been gorgeous and I haven't been wanting to stay inside and crochet. I've actually been going out and like walking and bike riding a lot. And also the instructions for this are like they're not complicated, they're just really long and involved. So I have to really focus on the instructions. So I can't have any like background distractions, I can't have any noise. But I also don't like crocheting in the quiet, so it's been really hard to get started on this. But I have had a good start in the past week. I got a row, I don't know if you can see this all, but I have a row of 4 hearts done so far. Each row is supposed to have 7 hearts. So this is all I have done so far. So each panel of this Afghan is going to have 7 hearts and then like a lacy design on the edge, which is like a couple of inches wide. And then I think there's about 7 or 8 panels, and you stitch them all together to make an Afghan. So this is panel number 1. It's not even like half done. But I am now at the point in the pattern where I kind of know it well enough that I can now have background noise while I'm crocheting. So I'm getting a little bit more done than I was at the beginning. So it shouldn't take me too much longer to get through it, I hope, because I need this done in like a couple of months. So yeah, I have no idea what happened at the bottom here. That's really bothering me. But this was the first square I did, and somehow, usually when I start a large piece of crocheting, the first row always ends up too tight and small compared to like the rest of it. So this time I started the first row with a larger hook, and now it's like way wider than the rest of the work. So it's so out of proportion. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that. I was going to rip it out and start again, but it was taking me so long. I was like, nope, not ripping anything out. So hopefully when I get the edging, the side edging done and get it stitched to another panel, it won't look as distorted, I'm hoping. But yeah, so there's my progress on that, and that's all I've been crocheting lately because again I've been wanting to go outside and do things, so that's all I have done. I do have a little bit of a haul here. Over the last couple of weekends I found a couple of things at the thrift stores. The first thing I found was this complete guide to crochet stitches. I found this at a Value Village store. It is quite old. What year is it? Copyright 1972. But there are a lot of really nice stitch designs in here, and there's also some different kinds of fringe, and there are several motifs as well. So I don't know if you can see it, I'm holding it off to the side. But yeah, so there's several motifs and things in here. I thought it would be a really handy thing to have, and they only charged $1.99 for this, so that wasn't too bad. Then a couple of weeks ago at the Salvation Army, there were just a whole bunch of like crochet pamphlets and stuff in like a little rack, and I found this Annie's Crochet Newsletter, and I love Annie's. They're like my favorite company for crochet patterns and books and stuff. So I found this. I have read about the Annie's Crochet Newsletter in like different like forums and message boards and stuff, but I have never actually seen one. So I finally found one. This is the September-October 1988 issue. From what I could find online, the And the newsletter started in 1983, and there are numbers on them. This is number 35, and they published all the way up to number 99. And then after 99, they switched, I think they kind of changed the format a bit and switched the title to Annie's Favorite Crochet. And that went to issue 150, and they stopped publishing it in October 2007. So this has a lot of this is a picture of all the patterns that are in this book. It has very similar patterns to Crochet World, which is my favorite magazine, which is also published by Annie's. So there's a lot of really neat patterns in here, so I'm thinking I want to look for more of these and try to collect the set. It's going to be hard because I have never seen it until now, so I don't know if I'm going to have an easy time finding them, but I'm definitely going to buy any others that I find. So yeah, so that's my new collection obsession. And the last thing is last weekend, the Goodwill stores around here had a 50% off sale. And there was a shelf of various craft items, and I was digging through the shelf, and all I could find was one skein of yarn. This is the Bernat alpaca, and alpaca is usually really expensive. It feels like some of it has been used. It doesn't feel like a full skein. It's kind of thin in the middle, but I think most of it is still there. And the regular Goodwill price is $1. Actually, whatever store it came from originally charged $4.29. That sticker is still on there. Goodwill charged $1, and because it was 50% off day, I got it for 50 cents. So that's a pretty good deal for alpaca yarn, so I couldn't just not take it. And the colorway is plum. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Probably use it for like hat or mitts or something. I did want to start maybe doing charity hats if I can get a move on my other projects and learn to crochet quicker. So that might be what I use this for. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Not very much, but I wanted to put a video up because I haven't done so in a while. And I just wanted to say hi to everybody and let everybody know what's going on. So that's about it. I hope everybody's having a good weekend and a good week. And I don't know if it's a long weekend anywhere else, but here in Canada it is a civic long weekend. Monday is a civic holiday. I don't know why exactly, but every first Monday of August is usually a civic holiday. So we have a long weekend this weekend. So for anybody else who has a long weekend this weekend, hope you have a good weekend. And I hope everybody has a good week and good weekend, and happy crafting.